Hey everybody, Ryan Hodge here from the realty firm, and Sandra and I wanted to wish you an amazing summer. I know that I am behind with my local London, Ontario real estate update, but we've had a lot of things happening inside of our marketplace, along with our entire industry. So we have seen some major changes here with the London and St. Thomas Association's Real Estate Board. I'm not sure if this excites you or not or is of interest, but it may lend to some of the data being a little bit behind. We actually had our entire multiple listing service provider change on us, according to the London and St. Thomas Association of Realtors, on July 15th. So previously, our MLS provider was a company by the name of ITSO. And ITSO was a long-term provider. Based on the overall position of most real estate boards in Ontario working towards one collective MLS provider, they have decided to start working with a company called PropTX. And I'll share my insight is that opinions vary. Lots of positives, lots of negatives, lots of opinions. That's not for you to worry about, but I wanted to share with you a little bit of insight just based on the fact that we had an entire MLS provider change, which is the biggest decision that a real estate board can make, and that has really delayed some of the data in coming out because for a while we were working within two systems. So stay tuned for a little bit more consistency as we start to move forward, but I wanted to bring you some stats just to indicate what was going on. So last month in June of 2024, the real estate market in our region saw significant fluctuations in activity. 678 homes changed hands, which is pretty strong. These are according to the latest MLS statistics. Might be a little bit of variance there based on what I mentioned earlier about our MLS system. The average sale price in a home, $671,309. The number of new listings in June was 1,510, so new listings that came onto the market. And we anticipate that rate cuts, which just happened today, July 24th, will continue to stimulate the real estate market over the summer months. Sandra and I, as you know, are very active in the London, Ontario market. We have been doing this for, 16 years now. We've come out of a very hot market, as I've mentioned in some of my previous market updates. Real estate, when we started, I think our average sale price was about $220,000. So to give you perspective, in 16 years, that has just about tripled. But we didn't see that major increase until, 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. And then really what happened was, come 2022 or towards the end of 2022, it was like somebody turned off a faucet and the market just shifted. So all of a sudden homes were starting to sit a little bit longer. Pricing, wasn't being met. The expectations weren't being met in terms of those multiple offers and hot bidding wars and all the things that you heard in the media or that you may have experienced working inside of the real estate market through that time. The times changed, the game changed, and we saw it very quickly. Now, as broker owners of a company that has over 100 licensed real estate agents, this brought on a whole series of new challenges as well, because a lot of our agents that are new or had gotten into the market at the beginning of this hot market have now never had to experience what happens when a market slows down. Those important factors that you've come to know from us probably in terms of really getting the right price and the right marketing plan and following that proven process to get a home sold. So these are the things that we began to navigate as company owners. And of course, our foundation is helping the good people in London buy and sell real estate. So some of the area fluctuations that I thought I'd share as well. Central Elgin, the average sale price increased to $822,389. East London, where many of you have worked with us before, saw an average sale rise to $530,031, which is outstanding. When I started, that average sale price was $170,000 back in 2008, 2009, when I was working that area so heavily. Many of you that follow along with me would know that if you've bought there and stayed there, your sale price has gone through the roof, which is great news. And perhaps you're thinking about moving outside of the area. This would be an opportunity to explore just how much equity you've built up in your East London home, or any home in London for that matter, depending on the location that you're going to move to. I could see a very, very advantageous time for you in the near future. London North, which is where we live, actually experienced a slight decrease in average sale price to $753,575. And Middlesex Center, what a substantial increase, $1,164,378. And these figures indicate a dynamic market with varying trends across different areas. So it's important to have a local focus. It is important to understand that these market dynamics continue to change, and there's not a one-size-fits-all scenario for anybody. So this is where we really recommend, a potential consultation with us if you're thinking about, possibly making a move, or, perhaps there's an opportunity to pull some equity out of your home if you're looking to do any renovations or things like that. As you know, we align ourselves with some of the best trusted mortgage advisors in the province, and we want to support you. Whether you're thinking about buying or selling right now, that's completely up to you. But we feel that this is a definite advantageous time to look at your options, and we're sharing that with anybody. If you're thinking about moving in the next even 24 to 36 months, give us a call. We will come over, have a coffee, do an updated, evaluation of your home. We can do some of this online, but if you've done any updates or things like that, it's best to have us over. We do offer a free instant home evaluation, but for some of you that have done some of these, different changes to your property or want us to get a better look, we're happy to come in person with absolutely no obligation. Some of the other factors to really look at right now are the fact that the Bank of Canada just cut their interest rate for a second time this year, finally, by 0.25%. So we just went down to 4.5. And these aren't major decreases, but it's certainly a step in the right direction. It's going to create some consumer confidence. Buyers are going to have a few more options, and if we keep moving that way, the market's going to more than likely increase again. Let's face it, there are so many people that since the COVID-19 pandemic have decided to work remotely. They are living and working in London while, possibly actually having a physical location for work in Kitchener-Waterloo or Toronto. So why not consider London as an option, which is far more affordable in terms of a sale price and will save hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes $500,000 to $1 million for the same house in the Greater Toronto area. These are some of the considerations that people are really making. And with that continued trend, and with interest rates coming down, with a MLS provider that has opened up and is actually a subsidiary of the Toronto Real Estate Board, all of a sudden, we're going to see a much higher demand from the consumer coming down the 401 from the Greater Toronto area. So these are all considerations to keep in mind. Those are just some of the basic stats that I thought would be beneficial for you to have a snapshot of what's going on in the market. In terms of some of the other things that are going on, Sandra and I are absolutely thrilled to have done the Sunfest Festival for the first time this year, which was a couple weeks ago down in Victoria Park. We were the first real estate company ever to have a space there for the 4-day weekend. Over 275,000 people attended. A lot of you came out for our free ice cream giveaway. We found it was just a tremendous way to connect with you, to say thanks to many of you for all of your support over the years, and just kind of get face to face and share, a few stories and a few laughs. So thanks to all of you who came out. Thanks to everybody who participated in that as well. Big thanks to Shaw's Ice Cream, Kellogg Lane, who was our ice cream vendor for the event. Everybody loved those ice cream sandwiches. And we look forward to doing more of this stuff. Inside of the community, we have also connected with a local initiative, the London Family Court Clinic, and their high level of involvement with some of the children that go through the justice system. And we will be giving you some more insight on our initiative with them come fall of 2024. You've probably seen our new bus campaigns. Ryan and Sandra are on the backs of buses all over London, Ontario. We have our contest, which is the $100 giveaway. Take a picture of the bus. Obviously, obviously not when you're driving, but when you're stationary. Take a picture if you see us out on the bus, either the side panel or the big full backs that we're doing. Tag us on Instagram at Ryan and Sandra Real Estate, and you'll be entered into our monthly draw for a $100 giveaway. These are just some of the fun things that we're doing. And of course, we are continuing to showcase our high level of marketing, our well-known established brand inside of London, Ontario real estate, which is only going to give you and your, trusted referrals that you send us consumer confidence that we are there before, during, and after the real estate sale. We want to connect with you for the long term, come up with long-term strategies. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or building new construction, please don't hesitate to give us a call. If you would like to have that evaluation that I mentioned, please don't hesitate to give us a call. If you just want to come up with a plan, or if you know anybody that is buying, selling, investing, or building, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We value our referrals so much. We thank you so much for all of your support over the years, and we will continue to keep you updated every step of the way. I'm hoping to have a much more consistent market update for you that is very relevant, very stats oriented, sharing with you what's going on in the local market, the other markets that we hold membership, investment opportunities, looking at different programs that we're offering, such as our free $25,000 renovation loan program that has had some great traction and success this year that many will qualify for, and all of the things that we can do to enhance your local real estate experience. So on behalf of Sandra and myself, there are your June stats. Stay tuned for an upcoming July stats market update in London, Ontario, and we are wishing you and your families an amazing rest of the summer, and be sure to reach out to us anytime.